Hey, good evening. Good evening. Mark Avens here, creator of the Lean Body Breakthrough for moms and dads over 40. It is 9:30. I'm typically in bed at this time, but I was really rested today, so I figured I'd jump on here. I want to share with you this one thing that can help you tomorrow if you really struggle to get yourself going, especially on a Monday, especially not knowing what tomorrow is going to bring. Maybe your week, you don't know what your schedule's like. You got the kids at home, and I just want to encourage you before you go to bed. In fact, I know a lot of you are not in bed yet because I can tell when I come on here to go live, I can see how many people are online. So I want to share this with you. This is a rare occasion. Typically, I don't come on here after a certain time, but it's quiet out. It's quiet in my front yard. It's quiet in the house. I think my daughter's sleeping. I think my wife's sleeping. And I want to just share this with you. Hey, Ron. What's up, Larissa and Sheila? Ron. Different Ron, I think. Oh no, yeah, two different Rons. And Mary, hey, Ron and Ron, awesome, awesome. So I want to share this something that I learned about 8 months ago that's been really, really helpful. And I'll be completely honest, I haven't been as adamant about it. I haven't really done this as much as I need to, and I'm actually getting ready to do it right now. Do this one thing so you can actually have really a better chance of having a successful tomorrow. I think what I used to do, I remember, is start doing my schedule in the morning, like the next morning. So like tomorrow morning, Monday, is when I'll wake up and have my coffee, and then I write down the things that I need to do. And that sometimes takes a lot of time. So I'm going to challenge you something that I learned. It's called a brain dump. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. There's a coach. His name is Craig Ballantyne. He's a great business coach. He's not my personal coach, but I did some work with him, some coursework, and he actually has a great book out. It's called The Perfect Day Formula and The Perfect Week Formula. It's really, he's known as the world's most disciplined man, and I don't know if that's true or not, but he does a really, really great job at helping people like myself and maybe you who are struggling to get kind of organized and scheduled. And what you do at the end of the day, you do a brain dump. You take everything that's out. Now, today might be a little relaxed. Maybe not because you're worried about what's to come during the week, but if you have a lot on your plate, what I would suggest, and this is something that I learned from Craig, is to take what's up here and write it down, to actually have a brain dump, not tomorrow, tonight before you go to bed. And then the other thing is to write a list, to actually do your list, to write down the things that you want to achieve, even in a time frame like, hey, first thing I'm going to get up in the morning, do this, this, and this. But most importantly, to give yourself the time now before you can watch Netflix. It'll always be here. Trust me, after we get out of this whole mess and we get our lives back and some, Netflix will still be there. The shows will still be there. But right now, if you have a busy week ahead of you or you're not too sure, I would suggest getting yourself scheduled. Get it ready now, tonight, before you go to bed. It's 9:30. I saw 500 or 600 people are still online, still on Facebook. Turn this off. When you're done listening to me, turn this off. Take a piece of paper or a journal and write down everything today that's on your mind. All the things you're not sure about, the things that you want to accomplish, maybe the things you have to check on, maybe it's your finances, maybe it's your kid's school, maybe your job situation, whatever it is, checking on your family members. Write all that down. Take it and brain dump it. Write it down, literally. And then I'm going to suggest two things. When you write your list of what you need to do tomorrow, do this. This is so helpful. This is a bonus. I wasn't even going to share this. This has been awesome. Is make yourself a not to do list. So I'm going to say that again. Make yourself a not to do list. So what a not to do list is things that you don't need to do. Make a list of the things that you know you probably shouldn't do or maybe spend as much time on because it'll take you away from the things that you need to do. I'll tell you what, it's worked for me. It works for my coaching clients. In fact, what I'm sharing with you now about the brain dump the night before and making your scheduling and mapping it out ahead of time, when you have that kind of structure, then you get to own your day. You don't allow your day to own you. And I know it feels like our days are owned right now because we're staying indoors and things are kind of all up in the air and we're worried and scared, and I get all those things. But I can just tell you, if you can build in a routine, and this is something regardless of what your circumstances are tomorrow or the next day or the next week, I'll tell you what, there's a magical thing when you can actually just dump everything that's up here on to a journal. Literally just write it down. All the good things, the bad things, things that you didn't get done this weekend, all that stuff. and then make a priority of what you need to get done tomorrow. And then the last thing is to write a not to do. Now you can do the not to do to-do list in the morning tomorrow when you have your coffee, but I would say is I would first take everything you need to do and do it tonight. And here's the beautiful thing: what happens, it's the last thing that's on your mind, not the news, not how many people are sick or died or what's closed, what's, all that craziness. Turn that off now. Write down all the things that are on your mind, and be that the last thing that's on your mind tonight. And the first thing when you get up in the morning, you'll be surprised because all those things that you already wrote down, the list of things that you need to get done, are going to be on that list. So I hope that helps. And hey, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't even say hello to, hey, Vinny, what's going on? And Priscilla, how are you? Rosemary, Cindy, Karen, Dyron, Sheila, Heidi, I appreciate all of you for watching. And sorry I got focused, and I'm pretty much brain dead right now. I'm gonna go write my brain dump. I'm going to go have that, and then I'm going to go to sleep, and then I'm going to hopefully have a good night's sleep. One thing, I don't have too much problem there because I'm able to just shut off. That's just been something that I'm very grateful that the God's given me. Hey, Angie, what's up? Suzanne, Bill, what's going on? Thanks, Mark. My daughter sent me a journal through Amazon today, and oh, that's so good. Do that then. On the left side, what I do, and I have so what happened when I had my morning routine, it started when I was doing my schedule and then my quiet time. It was taking like so much of my time. So what I did instead of that is to put my not to do to-do list the night before. I put my brain dump down, and then the next morning, that's where I'm able to focus on my quiet time, my time with God. I have a little bit of time I spend there. I might pull up some scripture, and then but I already know once I have that done in the morning, then I go right into my list and I have my things. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing better than owning your day. And I know, I feel like our lives right now, for a lot of us, I feel like, our lives are all up in the air, and I totally get that. But if you can put some sort of routine, even if it's like, hey, now I'm home, I work from the home, I have to do that now, and then I have to take care of my kids, and I got to make sure they're fed and they're not going to school, and I don't take them here, so I got to get organized, right? So once you get organized and you have that structure, you'll be able to better manage your house and do all the things that you need to do. If you can keep in the routine of the things that you can do, and it's going to far better help you when all the other things are up in the air. In fact, having that is a sense of peace when you have that kind of structure. So I hope that helps. Hey, I appreciate you, Sheila. Yeah, I hope that helps, Julie and David. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Don't forget the Daily Dose. It's going to be episode 8. So we did one full week. Congrats if you checked it out. If you haven't seen, you can go back and look at the other episodes. That's episode 1 through 7, starting last Monday. And tomorrow, 8 a.m. If you get up and you have your coffee and you already have your list of things to do and you're already getting going, get in here for a daily dose of me, a daily dose of encouragement with yours truly. Take care and have a beautiful, blessed night. We'll see you.